All right, today we're going to talk about direct labor. We've been through most of the material. We've gone through purchasing it, putting it through the process, through our flow of costs. The only thing I think we haven't done yet is invoice it. We'll get to that later. But today we've got to add some more costs into the flow, into work in process, finished goods, and so forth. The way we're going to do this, we're going to try and keep it simple. Simply click on Company, go to Make General Journal Entries. I'm going to do this last month, so everything's in the same month. And all you're going to do is you debit your work in process account. Now, I'm going to make assumption, and I recognize that it's a pretty large assumption, that you're tracking the time and cost to each specific job. We need to know exactly how much direct labor cost we're spending. So let's say for the job that we've been using, it's cost us so far $1,500 in direct labor. We need to make sure that we include the job name there. And then our credit account is wages payable. It's an other current liability. You can set it up if you don't have one set up already. So debit, work in process, credit, wages payable. Go ahead and hit save and close. Jump over here to our balance sheet, and we can see as of March 30th, we can see here in work in process, our wages payable, $1,500 showed up right there. Now, you have an option, depending on your production cycle and how long it takes. You could put it right in finished goods. If you have a production cycle that lasts less than a month or so, I would do that. I would go ahead and say it's just going to go right into finished goods. However, if it's longer than that, you want to put it in work in process, because at the end of each month or each accounting period, you make the journal entry here to put it in work in process. The next month you're going to make the same journal entry and the same journal entry depending on how much the cost is. But we want to keep track of what's in work in process for that job. Now in our case, we already shipped 10 doors. So perhaps instead of work in process, we should, I'm not going to go there. Instead of work in process, we probably should have put it right in finished goods. But I do want you to see the flow. So let's say we completed those doors, and that was the $1,500. So we're going to say we're going to debit our finished goods account. You can see it here for that $1,500. Again, make sure you include the job name, and we are crediting the work in process account. So all we're doing is the first journal entry, we put it into work in process. Now we're just taking it out, putting it in finished goods. Again, make sure the job name is there. All right. Now you can see here it came in and it came back out, and we see down at finished goods, here's where it came in. Now for those of you who are going to complete payroll, make general journal entry, and this could be any day, any time, whatever. When you actually run your payroll, you're going to debit your wages payable for that $1,500, and your bank account, wherever the money comes out of, is the credit account. That's how you finish out that transaction. But we're not running payroll, so I'm not going to keep that. All right, so we've added our direct labor. In fact, let's go to our flow chart here. We've taken our direct labor, we've put it into work in process, and now in this case we put it into finished goods as well. So we still have to put it over to cost of goods sold, but we haven't done that with the direct labor or the raw material yet either. We've still got factory overhead to worry about. So in the next video we're going to talk about that, how to get that into work in process, and we'll go from there.